Time and time again, we brag about being our own worst critic and our greatest opponent, as if it's a badge of honor. And it's healthy to be against ourselves, to be first in line, to criticize, diminish, and demean all of our works, our efforts, and our accomplishments. Time and time again, we recognize that we are our worst enemy, but we don't even begin to develop solutions to combat this flaw. I used to ask why. Most High, why are we satisfied with conquering ourselves from within, defeating ourselves? And he showed me that one of the reasons why is because for many of us, all we have ever known is negativity. From the time of our conception, all that we have experienced is criticism, blame, shame, guilt. We have been talked about. Our works and our efforts have been diminished and torn down. And so in order to cope with that, in order to no longer be hurt by the rejection and negativity of others, we engage in negative self-talk. In doing so, we hurt ourselves before anyone else gets a chance to hurt us. Another reason is this. At this point in our lives, we have come to the belief that negativity fuels our fire of passion. It fuels our motivation. It gives us that boost of energy that's needed to finish an assignment, to excel, to reach another level in our lives. And the reason why is because from the beginning, all we had was negativity. And yet we persevered. All we had were naysayers, and yet we excelled. We managed to have families. We managed to have a successful career. Despite it all, we rose above the negativity. Hasatan used this to his advantage and convinced us that we rose above it and we excelled because we needed it. Now, how does this impact us? The belief that negativity fuels our fire, the belief that negativity is what it took to get us to a certain point, leads us to begin to turn against ourselves. It causes you to begin to combat yourself, to internalize and destroy you, because no one is on you 24/7. And it could be possible that the people that were in our lives when we were younger were very harsh, very negative. We have a whole separate life from them. But we need them, we feel like. We need the negativity in order to stay motivated. So that results in us becoming critical of ourselves. It results in us taking on the voice of that parental figure, of that colleague, of that friend who wasn't a friend, of that relative, of that teacher or coach, that neighbor. Whoever Hasatan chose to use to combat you and to fight you, we embody that person. And we take it to another level where these thoughts are fed to us. These criticisms are fed to us 24/7. Before you go to bed, and even when you arise in the morning, you're feeding yourself negativity. It gets to a point where someone can give you an evaluation and they can say 99 positive things to you, but you seek for that one negative comment. And that one negative comment is what you attach to, what you latch to, and you feed off of it because that's what you believe fuels your fire. You come around Mishpaka and you're 100-fold, and you look for anything that's negative and you want to amplify it. You want to be the victim. You want to be the one that's always rejected. You want to be that person. You want to feel it because you believe that's what's going to fuel you and give you what is needed to be all that you can be for Abba Yahusha. It is this false belief that negativity is the reason for your success, that you continue to seek it even in areas that it's not. You feed off of the memories of past negative criticisms, and you even go as far as to create it for yourself. But I encourage you on today to look at it from a different approach. Number one, I want you to understand that this belief is false. Understand that Hasatan wants to steal, kill, and destroy you. He does not intend to inspire you, motivate you, or empower you. Every negative thing that was spoken against you, it was designed to kill you. And it would have if it wasn't for the plan of salvation that Abba Yahushua had for you. If it wasn't for the words of positivity, the words of life that he spoke over you from the foundation of this earth. Man, if it wasn't for Abba Yahushua who looked upon you in that polluted state, in that beaten down and worn out state, and had compassion on you and spoke the words, live, over you. The only thing that kept you going during these darkest times, during the times where all you were fed was bitterness. That's what you were served to eat, and bitterness is what you was given to drink. The only thing that kept you going was Abba Yahushua, because he had a plan for you that's been predestined before you were even formed in your mother's womb. He spoke a word over you that never left you, that word that trumps everything that everyone has ever said to you. And the only thing that can cancel it out is if you speak negativity over yourself. If you speak death over yourself, that's the only thing that can get in the way of what Abba Yahushua has in store for you, because he'll give you the right to choose. Think about it like this. You were able to thrive in settings where you were counted out. You were able to excel amongst those who said that you were worthless with negativity. Now the Most High has you in a place where people want to speak life into you, where people want to empower you and encourage you, to lift you up, to motivate you. And we're actually at a point where we're disgusted by it. Someone could say something positive and it's like we won't believe it. We'll discount it. We'll say that's not real, that's disingenuous. It don't feel right. But then when someone says something negative, we don't discount that. We don't rebuke that. We readily accept it. And we digest it. And we rehearse it in our ruach. You have been able to make it this far, feeding off of negativity, being around people who didn't want nothing for you. Imagine how far you will go being around people who are trying to speak life over you. I encourage you to feed off of the life that's being spoken over you. Feed off of the words that's being imparted into you. Feed off of the things that Abba Yahusha is telling you. Feed off of the encouragement of your 100-fold family. Change your diet plan. No longer consume negativity, but in this season, feed off of the positivity and watch how much you grow and excel. Watch the rate of your acceleration. Stop surrounding yourself with naysayers. Stop surrounding yourself with gossipers. They have a saying that says, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. No. Stop keeping your enemies close. Stop keeping these people around you just pouring negativity off into you. It is not building you up. It is not healing you. It is not helping you. They're planting seeds of destruction in you. You are running on fumes. Eventually, you're going to stop. Eventually, everything that was said that was unresolved is going to catch up to you. Cancel that out with positivity. Stop being your biggest enemy and start being your biggest supporter. When you are your worst enemy, all you're doing is building up a wall against yourself. All you're doing is destroying yourself, poisoning yourself from the inside. You are shooting yourself in the foot and going to battle against your enemy. It's not helping you. It's not empowering you. It's not strengthening you. It's causing you to walk in anxiety, fear, depression, and the feelings of worthlessness. Begin to speak life over yourself. Speak healing and blessings over yourself. Surround yourself with people who are going to speak life over you. Discard all the negative past words spoken over you and start to recite the words of life and the words of truth over yourself. We're in the season of ascension. We're in the season of growth. And you cannot be your own enemy, your worst enemy, destroying yourself and also fighting alongside Abba Yahusha. He can't use you if you are the one that's wounding yourself. He can't use you if you are the one that's attacking you. He can't work with you if you are an enemy of yourself. In the name of Yahusha, we renounce and denounce negative self-talk. We'll no longer be our own worst critic. But from now on, we're going to be our best friend. We're going to love on ourselves, empower and encourage ourselves. In the Master's name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.